Good evening, everyone. I'm Pallavi, representing Team 4 with my teammates Kiran, Santosh, and Greg. Well, our topic is Sixth Sense technology. Today, we would like to share some information on Sixth Sense technology, like who have developed this concept and what are the components of Sixth Sense and the working principle and the real-time applications of Sixth Sense technology. Moving on to the introduction. Well, a Sixth Sense technology is a wearable gesture interface. In this process, we are gonna communicate or interact with the physical world in a better way. In this process, we are using our natural hands. It's not strictly limited to the one hand. We can use the both hands and like four fingers in order to show our gestures. And this is a technology. It's not only the single technology, but it's a blend of technologies. And every two to three technologies are integrated together and they have developed a portable device which is called a sixth sense device. And the father of sixth sense technology is Mr. Steve. He have developed or he have come up with an idea of sixth sense in the year 1990, where the Pranav is a student of him. He used to work with him in the lab in the MIT Media Lab, and then he have took forward the concept of Steve, and then came up with more applications, and then he have developed a sixth sense device. How did it start? How did he got a concept like to made a device called a sixth sense? Generally, in a present world, we interact within a machines by using a keyboard or a mouse. But he wants, like the Pranav, in his research, he thought of using the better to have a better interaction with the machine. So he took a mouse, and in a previously the mouse should have a roller. So with the help of that roller concept, he have developed a device to interact in more better way to the computer or a machine. So in this way, we have developed again a portable device which we are using that is called Sixth Sense, and it is completely an a pendant-like device which we can wear. That's the reason why we call this as a wearable gesture interface. And moving on to the next slide, uh, why the Sixth Sense? Why generally we use the Sixth Sense? Basically, every human being has the five senses like hear, speak, sense, taste, and smell. Generally, we use these senses in order to get or the analyze the information which is in and around our surroundings. But with the help of these senses, sometimes we cannot analyze the information, but the sixth sense helps us to analyze the information which cannot be possible with our basic five senses. That's the reason why we are going with this sixth sense technology. And this is not just a technology, but is a real concept. And next, I'll hand over to Kiran. She'll continue with components.
Uh, Till now, my friend discussed about the history of sixth sense technology, how was it evolved, etc. Now, I'm going to discuss about the components. Like Pranav, he developed a prototype for the sixth sense technology, and I'm going to discuss about the hardware components of it. Uh, Usually, the main components that are used in this prototype is camera, colored markers, mobile component that is smartphone, projector, and mirror. These are interconnected to each other and are worn as if like a pendant to the chain. So, coming to the camera, like every camera does, this camera is used to capture the images. Like it tracks the gestures of the person hand and then captures the images. Uh, After capturing the image, it sends the data. After capturing the image, it sends the data to the smart card for further process. So this is also known as like a digital eye because it's connecting the digital world to the physical world. Next, coming to color markers. Color markers, these are tape-like structures that are placed on the tips of our fingers. Like these, here we use four tapes. These are of different colors like we use yellow, red, green, and blue. So this marking is these are marked in different colors so that the webcam or the camera can understand the gestures. So the movements and arrangement of these markers are interpreted into gestures that act as an interaction instructions for the projected application interfaces. And next comes the smartphone. This is one of the most important component in this prototype because everything is done due to this. Like the camera, it takes the image from the camera and it stores it into the cloud, I mean web, and then that information is given to the projector so that it projects into the air, into the on the surface. Next, projector. The projector, like it is placed. It is like the projector main thing is main purpose is it projects the image that is take captured from by the camera. So the projector contains a battery that can work for around 3 hours. A tiny LED projector displays data sent from the smartphone on the surface in view object, wall, or person. Next, next mirror. Actually, the projector is placed in upside down manner. So the image will be in upside down manner. So for this reason, we use a mirror. The image is projected to the mirror, and that reflects onto that mirror is used to reflect that image properly on the screen. Next thing is discussed by my friend.
Hello, everyone. My name is Greg, and I will discuss a little bit about how it works. Thank you. Okay, now I understand we already mentioned some of these devices, such as the camera, the mini projector, the actuators, the software, the different input and output devices. But I'm going to dive just a little bit further into those because it's essential if we are to understand them. Now, the camera and mini projector, those are basically the input and output devices that will basically project uh, project the interface over everyday objects. You know how you use the keyboard, you use the mouse, you use the screen. Well, in this case, you're not going to be taking a screen with you, so this will project everything that you need to see. All right, the software is actually where the magic happens. It's what allows the computer of the entire 6 cent technology device to do what it does. The software could be coded in anything such as C or C++ or Python or even Java, and the software engineer or the programmer needs to program algorithms into it that will recognize different hand gestures. For example, when you make a hand gesture such as the box or you hold out your hand, the algorithm needs to be able to recognize exactly what it is, and all the data that is fed into is, of course, in a system of zeros and ones and binaries. So then the appropriate algorithm selects the appropriate option to the appropriate response. Now, 6M technology connects the everyday world to the internet. As you see in the left image right there, the gentleman is making a square, well, sort of square or rectangle with his hands, and the algorithm would recognize this and select the appropriate response of, okay, the user wants to take a picture. And in the right image on the screen, this gesture would signify to get more information, such as if you're looking for the best product or things of that nature. Okay, and some of the different applications. For example, a hand gesture to get a watch projected onto your hand, you would draw a circle on your wrist. If you want to get real-time updates on news, you'd be able to select an image on a newspaper. If you want to make a phone call with your 6th technology device, hold out your hand, and the algorithms would select a series of digits. Okay. And right now, I will hand it over to my friend Santosh to finish us up.
Thank you, Greg. As of now, you got some information about what the sixth sense is and the components used in the device and also the applications. I will give a clear idea of the application so that you can understand how the device is used. So coming to the first application, as Greg told that we are going to draw a circle on our hand, just with our hand. It is a gesture that is captured by the camera, and it is sent to the smartphone. Application on the smartphone is the sixth sense application, and it takes the gesture and it shows the time just with the projector. It projects onto our hand, so this is how we can check the time. And making a call, if we keep our palm like this, then a keypad will be displayed on our hand so that we can type the numbers and call to that particular person, and we will have the earphones on our earphones, and we can talk to that person and the call up a map. If he shows a gesture for bringing out the map, then it will be displayed on the surface, and we can check for the GPS system, or we can check the particular place like subway station or something nearby. And next one is taking pictures. It has a separate gesture, and if we focus on that, it will take a snap. And editing the picture too, if we go to a wall surface, and when we drag out our pictures, and we can edit those things. We also have the zoom in and zoom out options, pinching the image into a small piece, or enlarging it. And a drawing application, the same like this. We can on any surface, maybe it may be the wall or something, we can use that application, we can draw something, and we can store into our device. And create multimedia reading experiences is nothing but the software is programmed in a way that if you are reading something, or we are on doing something, that will be taken by the camera, and the software will check for the uh, videos that are related to that matter, and it displays if we wanted. And in the same way, the product information, if we go to a store and we want, if we take a product, and that the information from the internet regarding that product will be displayed on that product. And the book, like the ratings or the reviews, and sometimes, and it also gives the audio in which the book is what, and what the book is all about. And getting flight updates, if we take a boarding pass, and we'll hold it in our hand, so that the flight updates, like whether the gates are changed or the flight is delayed, it will be displayed on that. I just want to skip the video because we have no time for that. And advantages, it is portable because we are wearing the handheld projector, which is very small, and the camera, it is a small device, so it portable, and supports multi-touch and multi-user. Like as she told, that we are using with multi fingers, and even while drawing, I can use the drawing application, and she can make some changes on that. So multi-user interaction, and connectedness between world and the information, the digital information and the real world are connected. And the cost effective, it just costs only $350, which is very cheaper, and giving many of the features like these things, and data access directly from machine to real time, because the data is projected on some surface or something. So from the machine to real time, and it is an open source. Open source is nothing but the software is the open source. We can get it for free, and we can download the software application, and we can make all these things with the hardware components that we have. And conclusion, my team conclusion is nothing but the this device is very useful to make the things easy for working. And my conclusion is, I used to have a question like the technologies are developed for making really very easy use of the things, and at a saturation point, like some point where we have all the technologies for making the things easy, but what we are going to do after the saturation point? So are we still going to develop some technologies for doing? So I got a perfect answer with this, because we already had a simple technology, that is the mobile phone, and for that we made again a easiest way of using the mobile phone. It's a new technology, so we are going to develop more technologies which makes really easier of all the technologies which we have like the easy technologies. And one more thing is like it is not a fixed technology. It is the person who is giving this product, he also gives the guidelines how the components are, hardware components are used, how the software is used. So this technology is like we can use it however we wanted and for the purposes whatever we wanted. So this is.
According to me, 6 sense technology has an seamless applications, and I feel like this would definitely replace the 5 senses, like the 5 basic senses the human has. And when if people starts using this technology, it would definitely create a new chapter in the science and technology.
I think this technology is really a good technology in recent years because when we look at the applications, there are many applications. We can make a call, we can check the flight ticket updates, and many more things. So, this technology is very good technology, and when it comes to in the future, when it comes to the market, I think it will definitely gonna hit the market. So.
So in my conclusion, 6 sense technology is a collection of different input-output devices, actuators, and sensors that are all managed by remarkable software that tell the user and tell the computer exactly what to do. So far, we have enough of bandwidth to support the internet, but once we start connecting the rest of the world to the internet, it's sort of too early to tell exactly how far this will go. Thank you.
Please. And then questions. Questions. Any questions? Yes. Question? Yes, please.
And then if a person doesn't have both hands, how can he or she can take a pictures and how can he make a call?
That'll have to depend on the different algorithms that are developed. The data is interpreted by the software. So the typical software doesn't exist yet, but it can be written for someone who either has one hand or perhaps they use a different type of gesture, such as a foot tap, or maybe it can even work on a command, such as surf web or find product.
In my previous class, I said about
Would you use the microphone, please, for the answers?
In my previous class, I said about the human-computer interface. Like with just the thought of a person, we can do anything. So maybe some like that, some sort of softwares are used for such type of persons.
Would you please repeat the answer?
Sorry. My answer was currently the software doesn't necessarily exist to support people with disabilities, but it can be written. Different applications can be customized to select different inputs, such as either a different hand gesture or a foot tap or a vocal command.
Thanks. Any other questions? The mic is here. I have a question. The 5 senses that we have them built in our system and just independently. They are just 5 senses.
Sure.
The 6th sense is not built in. It will be kind of external sense, some kind of.
Sort of external. It will be pretty much external. I mean, we're not built with computing capabilities except for our brain, really. So, and we're not able to project anything. So it's kind of the extra human factor.
So it will be kind of accessibility to a computer system, kind of like Google, for example. I can search and extend my my ability to search through Google, but I can touch things with my finger and get a feel right away.
Yes.
So maybe the question that somebody would ask, is it really sense, quote unquote, or it is another gadget of a computer like smartphone, like what? The term the term sense, is it accurate or just
It's like telling us the imaginative things. That's the reason why we call it is a 6th sense.
okay?
It is like sometimes we imagine the things which are not possible, but with this help of this device,
It will.
it will. That's the reason why this is also a sense. That is the 6th sense.
Okay. Any other questions? So please give them another round of applause. And